Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat at kami po ngayon ay magkakasama by Zoom dito po sa The Hague. No? Ito po ang kauna-unahang updates from The Hague. So we will call this updates from The Hague number 1. Ang mga inaasahan nating mga pangyayari ngayong araw, it is now 7:51 in the morning here at The Hague. At 9 o'clock po, makakapasok muli sa kulungan si Executive Secretary Bingbong Medialdea. No? Pero kagabi po, kami po ay nagdala sa preso ng sinyelas, ng extra pajamas at mga gamot. No? Gumawa rin po ng liham para papasukin yung mga gamot kasi kinukumpirma ko po na yung mga gamot ni PRRD ay hindi po sapat. No? Yung gamot na daladala niya nung siya ay nagpunta dito sa The Hague. Now, ang balita ko po ay mayroong mga substitute na gamot na binibigay kay PRRD pero nag-iwan na po kagabi nung mga gamot niya at may liham na mas mabuti na makuha ni Presidente Duterte yung gamot na talagang pinirescribe sa kanya. So kahapon po, it was delivered kasama yung mga sinyelas at yung karagdagang mga kumot around 8 o'clock in the evening. Okay? 8 o'clock in the evening. Pero hindi po kumpirmado na yan ay naibigay na kay Presidente Duterte. So at 9 o'clock po, makakabalik po si ES Medialdea sa detention facility. Now, si Vice President Sara po, including myself, and Senator Robin Padilla, sent a, not a letter, but filled up all the documents para kami po ay makapagbisita kay Presidente Duterte araw-araw. No? We specify the dates of Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, no? So on and so forth, hoping na hindi na kinakailangan mag-apply on a daily basis. Pero hindi po naaktuhan. Kaya nga po importante na makapasok kami as counsel, kasama po ako dyan at saka yung si Attorney Nicholas Hoffman, dahil talagang hindi ko po kayo makakapasok doon as counsel unless meron ng written conforme si President Duterte. And ang problema po, we have not had any opportunity to confer with the President. Nakita po ni VP Sara si Mr. President last Friday, hindi po siya nakapagpirma ng conforme to legal representation. Ang una pong nakalagay doon ay yung pangalan ko at pangalan ni VP Sara. Kaya naman po si VP Sara is being accredited as legal counsel para nga po magkaroon siya ng right to visit in and out na unfettered. Kasi kung relative, kada pasok mo, meron kang application na pipirmahan. But as legal counsel, she will have the right to confer with President Duterte, no, as required. No? So mas gusto po namin yon, pero hindi po yan paglabag sa kahit anong provision ng ating domestic law. Yan po ay para lang siya ay makapaglabas-pasok dun sa detention facility. Pero hindi po nga natin alam kung kailan maaaktuhan yung, well, unang-una, hindi pa mo natin alam kung kailan mapipirmahan ni Presidente Duterte. Kasi nung bumisita siya last Friday, pinagbawalan po siya, may dala-dala siyang papel at coupon bond, pinagbawalan siya na magpasok ng papel at coupon bond. No? So, pero ngayon po, we're hoping si ES Medialdea can facilitate the signing of the appointment as legal counsel. No? Now, I am also confirming na yung napili ni VP Sara as lead, Nicholas Hoffman, has arrived yesterday. And that we are meeting at 10 o'clock. No? The idea is to meet so that after the visit of ES Medialdea, pwede kaming mabigyan ng briefing kung anong nangyari at malaman kung nakapirma na ng appointment of counsel. No? Importante po kasi na talaga mapirmahan yung appointment of counsel kasi sa ngayon po, ang tanging may access lang kay Presidente ay si ES Medialdea as his counsel. Once po napagbigyan ng VP Sara, pero I repeat po, hindi po napagbigyan over the weekend, and conceivably, hindi po namin alam kung mapagbibigyan yung request namin tatlo, no, ni Senator Robin Padilla and VP Sara na makabisita araw-araw for this week. So talagang importante po talaga na we enter our appearance as counsel for him. Now, lilinawin ko lang po, no, VP Sara described Attorney Hoffman as the lead counsel, pero ang decision pong kinakailangang gawin ni Presidente ay ito. Siya ba ay will be represented by a team to be funded by the Legal Defense Fund of the court, or kung siya ay talagang magbabayad ng sarili niyang representation. Kung siya po ay kukuha ng court funding, ang budget po ng korte is for 3 lawyers, lead counsel, co-counsel, case manager, 1 investigator, and 1 admin staff. Well, hindi pa pala po ay increase yung halaga na binibigay for legal aid. It is roughly 40,000 euros a month. Now, considering po the cost of foreign lawyers, I can assure you that's nothing. So the decision has to be made by the former president if he will hire private counsel. If he decides to hire a private counsel, unlimited po yung lawyers na po pwede niyang i-hire. Okay? Subject again to recognition by the court registry. No? So that is a decision that President Duterte has to make, I think, today. No? Beyond that po, ang pangako ko sa inyo is meron din kaming meeting at 10 o'clock. It will proceed, miski malilate po si ES Medialdea. And the reason is hindi pa po nakikita si Attorney Hoffman at saka si VP Sara. No? And yun nga po, we were hoping na masama na sana ni ES Medialdea, si VP Sara at saka si Attorney Hoffman, man lang, pero wala pa pong confirmation as of now. And the meeting is scheduled at 9. No? So, nagparating din ng mensahe si ES Medialdea na he will be late for the 10 o'clock kasi meron pa palang mga registration protocols doon, and the meeting is only strictly for 1 hour. So he expects to finish with his visit today at 11. So mauuna kaming magpulong na 3 ni VP Sara at ni Attorney Hoffman, and we will await the arrival of ES Medialdea. So that's the updates po, and I promise that if VP Sara would want to, after our legal meeting, I will let her announce kung ano na pagkasunduan. And also, whatever happens, I will schedule ES Medialdea for a briefing, no? Dahil siya pala talaga ang nakakakita kay Presidente, bukod ko Inday Sara last Friday. So I'll take questions now, please.